Hey everybody, and welcome to Tuesday night's edition of The Word Works I'm Jessica Heilman, and this is the awesome...
I'm Jeff Heilman. Good evening, everybody.
And welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we're going to do something really fun. I'm going to show you guys how the Word works and how the Word talks about in the Word. It talks a lot about food, talks a lot about eating good food and enjoying your life while you're doing it. And so I thought, what a better way to help share with my friends about how to cook than being in my own kitchen, cooking you guys a meal and showing you guys how simple it is to put together something really good, really quick that can cook. And while it's cooking, you can go and do some other stuff. So welcome to my kitchen. Here we go. Let's get started.
So what are we doing today, dear?
Well, first I'm going to put an apron on you.
Oh.
And I was tweeting earlier today, Jeff, about my apron that I made. I went to the store and I got some fabric and I made an apron, so I thought everybody might want to see it, so I'm going to put my apron on. My tweet ID is, or name is I'm Wholehearted, so you can always find me on Twitter, you can find me on Facebook, but what we are cooking today is we're going to roast chicken. Now, roasted chicken is about the easiest thing that you can do. Roasting anything is easy. 350 degrees, chicken, lamb, pork chops. Pork chops aren't going to cook that long, but anything, it's like the basic rule of thumb is 350 degrees, and you can put anything in the oven at 350 degrees. You just got to be aware of how long it needs to take in order to be there. So, if you could go get the chicken from the refrigerator, you'll see a plate of chicken, and I'm going to turn the stove on to 350 degrees, and you're going to hear it beep when it's warmed up. Look, there's nobody on the screen. Look at my kitchen. Okay, so I just turned the oven on to 350 degrees, and here's our chicken. What I did was I got leg quarters from, these are called quarters, right? Yeah. Leg quarters from Safeway. It was $3.66 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters, and it was like the family pack. So this alone was $3.50. All we're going to have is right here what's on the table. We've got some potatoes. You can get a bag of potatoes for about $2. These are Idaho russet potatoes. For a whole bag, it's $2 to $3 for a whole bag. And a bag of carrots, which is also $2 to $3 for a whole bag of carrots that aren't already peeled and cut. So what we're going to do first things first is I'm going to have you set this down, and then I'm going to get you to, if you can, start peeling some carrots. Now, when I was writing my book, Wholehearted, at the end, there's a 22-day challenge on focusing on certain characteristics every single day for 22 days, because you don't need to go try to reinvent the wheel, reinvent yourself and your life and the way that you've been living all overnight. We are created new as soon as we receive Christ, of course, and there's habits that we have to change. But what the book tries to teach people to do is to say, hey, let's focus on one thing at a time. And for today's topic is actually in the Word. Cooking is in the Word, and the scripture we're going off of is Proverbs 31:14. And the proverb is, she is like merchant ships bringing her food from afar. And so that to me meant, hey man, this woman or this person is an awesome miracle of God. Not only do they know how to live right, pray right, but they also know how to cook, and they do it in a way that is like bringing merchant ships from afar. It's spicy, it's exciting, it's wonderful food that you can't just go down to your neighbor and get. You got to actually put some work into it. And so within the next, let's see, I think we've got about 3 minutes. I got to slam this together so it can get in the oven, and then after an hour, I'll bring it back on the show, and you guys can see how it turns out. So, he's peeling the carrots. He's going to do good. I got potatoes here, and I don't take the skin off of the potatoes when I'm roasting. I just make sure if there's any little nodules that they've grown, I just take those off, throw those away. So, there's some other really good scriptures, like Ecclesiastes 9:7. That one's pretty awesome. So, we're going to wash the potatoes real quick and get any of the dirt off of it. Scrape them clean. Put them in a bowl. Scrape them clean. Put them in a bowl. I'm going to be hustling here. Oh, look, I'm using my apron. Okay. We're going to take our chicken. So as soon as you're done, Jeff, with that, I've gone ahead and...
How many do we need here?
I would say probably like 5 or 6. Just, those are kind of skinny carrots. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my chicken, and I'm going to go ahead and lay my chicken in this big pan. It's just a big glass pan. You can use a roasting pan, which oftentimes comes with the apartment. We found that out. You can take a roasting pan. You can even use a big a pot that can be cooked in the that can be put in the oven. You don't want to put anything that's not oven safe. You just want to go ahead and put that. So I'm layering my chicken in the pot, in the pan. And I'm going to just do the easiest thing. You put this in the sink. I'm going to wash my hands after touching the chicken. That's found in Leviticus, by the way. Wash your hands before you eat. Wash your hands while you're cooking raw food. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm at 6-minute mark, super easy. I'm just going to take my potato. I'm going to cut it in half, I'm just going to keep cutting it in halves until I can get some nice size new potato chunks. I'm just going to throw those right there on top of the chicken. There we go. Real quick. Just going to surround that raw chicken with some potatoes. This is so easy, guys. This was like, let's see, I figured out the potatoes were $3 for the whole bag. I mean, this whole meal probably cost us, 5 is fine. This whole meal probably cost me maybe $7, and then you throw together a bag of salad, which is another $3, and you've got maybe a $10 meal for 7 people. This will fit all of us. So there we go, and then what we do, and I'm not done, I got another couple of potatoes. I'm going to chop the heads off of the carrots, chop the tail off the carrot, if you want to call it that. I'm just going to go through and do some nice big chunks, like stewed vegetable chunks. You know, you don't want it too small, and then I'm just going to take my carrots. I'm going to throw those in there on top of the chicken. You can do some other things on the side if you want, but really you don't need that much more. Let's see. I think we need about another potato. You know, I found is that worshiping God and eating have a lot to do with each other. I don't care if you're saved or not. When you're hungry and you get that first bite of something after a long time, you're going to be saying your praises to somebody, whoever it is you believe in, and that comes, where's that come from? That comes from God, our Creator, because we got plenty of food from Him. Okay, so I've got, let's see, I went ahead and chopped up about 3 Idaho russet potatoes, and we did 5 carrots. Now all we're going to do is we're going to, can you guys see it? It's looking, it's raw, but it's looking good. We're going to take some olive oil, and we're going to pour the olive oil, if I can get it open. See, I think in the TV shows, I think all this stuff is already done.
Yeah.
Can you work on opening that for me?
Sure.
He's going to open that. And I'm going to add some salt. That's it. I've got some Trader Joe's 21 flavored seasonings. Italian seasoning is all you need. Oh, look at that. Okay, come put the Italian seasoning on there. He's got the olive oil. There's no science to it. Just pour it on there. Make sure it gets from front to back. Side to side. Pepper. Oh, yeah. Pepper. I think I gotta carry it over there. Okay, so 8 minutes, 30 seconds. It's all been assembled. Ooh, easy. Now it's gonna go in the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour, and then we'll be back. Bye, guys. Okay, it's done. It's been an hour, and when I pricked it after an hour, some of the red juices still came out, so I put it in for another 15 minutes, so that's when you know it's done. Here it is. Oh, so yummy. We just take our chicken here. It's falling off. You can tell that chicken is done by the color. It wasn't brunette enough. It was a little too blonde at an hour, so I let it keep going. You can also tell when the ends of it turn this beautiful brown color. And go ahead and put our chicken on our plate. Oh, so good. Doesn't it look good? Eat well.
All the vegetables.
Drink well. Ecclesiastes 9:7 says, eat your food with gladness and drink your wine with a joyful heart, for it is the Lord who favors what you do. So then I'm just going to stir these veggies in the chicken grease and the olive oil. We're going to go ahead and scoop it into a big bowl and maybe put a little bit more pepper and salt on it. And we're out of time, but thanks, guys. Let me bring my chicken close to you. Easy. 8 minutes setup, 1 hour to cook, and you're done.